Everyone. So welcome back again. In this video, I'm going to share with you all the syllabus of communicative English for the course BCA, and this course is affiliated with Kumaon University Nainital. So students, your subject name is communicative English and your paper code is BCA triple one. So, first of all, I am going to just give you the overview of your syllabus, and in my next videos I am going to cover all the topics of this syllabus. So please be stay tuned with me. So let's discuss unit first. The name of the unit first is communication, and we have to cover all these subtopics of unit first. Like the very first topic is what is communication. We have to learn what is communication, what is the process of communication, how does communication initiate. Right now I am talking with you all with the help of these video lecture, so means I am communicating with you also. In this we have to learn the definition of communication, the process of communication, how does the communication further goes on, right? Second topic is levels of communication. Third is importance, scope and process of communication. So this is the very most important unit of your syllabus, that you have to learn the process of communication, how the communication goes further on, what are the requirements of a good communication, right? Next topic is essentials of good communication. What are the requirements that you wanted to make your communication more effective, right? And for the next topic is 7 Cs of communication. You have to understand the essential part of your communication so that your communication become more effective, like the clarity, consideration, concreteness. So these are there are 7 Cs of communication which will be covering on our next video. Next is the channels of communication. Like there are various kinds of channels of communication which help us to communicate with everyone. Like there are some formal channels, there are some informal channels, right? Next topic is verbal and non-verbal communication. We communicate in with both the ways, like verbally, if you are using words or sound, that is your verbal communication. If you are using your hand gesture, your facial expression, that will fall under the non-verbal communication, right? Next topic is formal and informal communication. If you are following some kind of rules and regulation in the part of your communication, or you are communicating with in your office, in your schools and in your colleges, so it will fall under the formal communication. Informal communication, you communicate with all your relatives, with all your close friends, so it will fall under the informal communication, where we do not follow various kinds of rules, right? And the last topic of unit first is barriers to communication. As you know, the barriers means the hindrances. We are communicating with everyone, we communicate a lot in our day to day life, but there may be various kinds of misunderstanding occur. So these misunderstanding which hinders the process of communication will be known as barriers to communication. So this is the unit first. Moving to the unit second, so the name of the unit second is written communication. So in this unit we are going to cover the objectives of written communication, why written communication is so much important. Next is medias of written communication. So how we can use our written communication in the process of communication, what are the medias, right? Third one is merits and demerits of written communication, advantages and disadvantages of written communication. We will learn that why written communication is advantageous in nature and why written communication is disadvantageous in nature. Next topic is some important words and phrases that can make our written communication more effective. After that, there are guidelines for effectiveness. We can make our written communication more effective in number of ways, so we will learn that. After that, sentence construction. how a sentence is constructed, what are the key rules to construct a sentence. We will learn this. After that, paragraph development, how we have to develop a paragraph. If somebody asks you to write a paragraph on some important topic, so how you are going to develop that paragraph so it become very much effective as well as to the point. So we will learn all the rules and regulation to develop a paragraph. Next is all about essay writing. Again, essay writing falls under the written communication. We will learn the key rules for writing the essay. What are the headings and what are the subtopics we have to add in our essay so it become more effective. And the last one of this written communication unit is precise writing. Precise means to make it short. What are the essential keywords, so with the help of that these keywords we can make an effective precise writing. So we will learn all these things in our next videos. Our next unit is unit third, that is all about your oral communication. Here we are going to learn about the principles of effective oral communication as well as the medias of oral communication. What are the media we use when we communicate orally, right? As well as we will learn the advantages and disadvantages of oral communication, and the most important topic of your oral communication is styles of oral communication. How you are going to style your oral communication, means what are the kinds of style you are going to use while you are communicating orally, so that your oral communication become more crystal clear as well as effective, right? Next unit is unit 4. So the name of unit 4 is oral forms of communication. So in this unit we will cover the topics like effective listening. Why listening is important, right? You know that listening, to listen properly the facts and the things, if somebody is communicating with you, means you have to be a very good listener. So what are the essentials, rules and regulation you have to follow so that your listening process become more effective, right? After that we will learn what is the difference between active listening and passive listening. Then again, most important topic of your oral forms of communication is that effective presentation strategies of just assume that in near future, if somebody has asked you to give presentation, so what are all the tactics you are going to use to present yourself, what are the kinds of effective presentation strategies which you are going to use to make your presentation more effective in front of your audience, right? So we will learn that. And after that, effective use of visual aids. Obviously if you are giving presentation, so definitely you will display some kind of visual aids to your audience, right? So we will learn all the effective use of visual aids, means how we are going to display our visual aids so that the audience become more interested to as well as attract towards your visual aid and pay whole concentration whatever you are delivering at the time of the presentation, right? And again, the next topic is very much important, that is interviews. Here you are going to learn about the rules and regulation that must have been followed at the time of interviews, as well as the types of interviews like job seeking interview as well as problem solving interview. We will learn it in our further videos, right? Next topic is group discussion. So group discussion, as you all know, it is very much important for everyone to learn the rules and regulations of group discussion. So in this topic we are going to cover that at the time of GD, how should you behave, means we will learn all the verbal and non-verbal aspect of group discussion. Next is meetings. What you will learn in this topic, the importance of meeting, why it is very much important to conduct a meeting in a proper way to get the proper output of that meeting, right? Next is conferences. We are going to learn what is the meaning of conferences, why conferences are so important. And our last topic is unit 5, And the name of the unit 5 is written forms of communication, and it is also very much important for your exam point of view. In this unit you are going to learn about the business letter, you are going to learn about the layouts of business letter, how you have to write a very effective business letter, because the business letter is also a very important part of your communication, right? In the second topic you are going to learn how we have to prepare our resume, what are the key qualities or what are the key rules we have to follow at the time of the preparation of resume. So it is very much necessary to learn, and this topic is going to help you a lot in near future. Next topic is office memorandum. Then after letter writing, the types of letter writing, the different formats of letter writing. Next is memorandum. Next is email. So this is also very much important, that email writing, what are the pros and cons of email, how does our email layout should be, how we have to write an email, what is the proper way of writing an email. So we will learn in this topic. And after that, report writing, we are going to learn the proper ways to write an effective report. And the last topic is technical proposal. So we will learn here what are the different kinds of technical proposal we use in the communication process. So we will learn all these things. We will cover the whole units of your syllabus in coming videos. So in this video, I have given you just an overview of your syllabus. So wait for the next further videos. Stay tuned. Thank you so much for listening.